All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Ready? Check 55 to Mike. Don't get nervous. Ready?
He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready? Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gun.
To throw is Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man, it's Allen. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
6:37.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
You're mine. 50K. Orbit. All day.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's McCaffrey, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Ready. Ready. Gun. Check right. 6. Watch 36. 36 the man.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he locates Walker complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
That's it. 20. Rabbit. Check it.
Newton on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, Newton. They don't have his man. That's Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
4 down. Check.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Now that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
36. Here we go. 8. Check 37. Check 31. Match. 36. 36 to Mike. 8. Don't let him breathe.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Newton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now it's Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Watch 36.
Throwing again is Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Newton on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Max Crosby coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. on play action. Now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Bravo!
Here's Carr. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
What now? 180. Check 55 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. SOS. White.
Now a handoff looking right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Throwing on second down. Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Undercrunch. Hey, watch this.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Newton. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Newton now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
29. 29.
To throw again. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They find some open field here. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Jacobs. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Watch out. Watch out. 36. 36.
They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Check 49. Check 49. He's coming. He's coming. He's doing.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
29. Let's go. Hey, Delta. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got him. Kill. Gun.
From the gun, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Newton now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Operating from the gun. Newton for Keenan Allen. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing. Watch 20. Check. Watch 20. Watch 20.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Easy work. It's easy work.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, check right. Watch 55. We got to get the ball. Right here. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 95 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Big stop, D. 20. Let's go. Hey, alert 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Guys, it's game situation. Hey! No.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I got you, boy.
From the gun, Newton. And Walker has it. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots.
Let's go.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.
They can't stop you, son.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. Dances by him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
New England on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Newton throwing again. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back to throw, Newton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cleveland Farrell. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Newton. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Walker. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Allen, the intended receiver. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Carr, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Express.
Carr going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
3rd and long.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Darren Waller, 39 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Newton to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone.
Let's go.
A big play there for New England. 62 yards. Throwing is Newton. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game,